Hello everyone, welcome. So today I'm playing Minecraft again, but today we're playing beta 1.7.3 and we are going to just play the game. Oh wow, oh look at that. There's like gravel falling when it generated the world generation. That's very weird. Why I wanted to make this whole Minecraft Let's Play, this brand new Let's Play, is because of the fact that I really I really feel like, I want to start playing Minecraft again. And what caused me to come to this dilemma was I've seen a lot of YouTube videos recently uh with I can't remember what they're exactly called. I know one of the guys is called Nico, I believe. Basically, it kind of inspired me to start my own sort of Minecraft Let's Play, but this time on a much more relaxed version. Just playing Minecraft for the sake of relaxing, so in this Let's Play, I'm not going to be talking too much about what's actually going on, but more or less about just life, because a lot of YouTubers, I think nowadays, especially like 100 days YouTubers and everything, they treat their fan base a lot like their product, like they're like basically products, right? And they want to appeal to the masses, so they have a lot of like energetic voices and everything. And I think what makes the magic of Minecraft, what makes people truly come back for more, is just for the fact that some people just like the relaxation of it. And I mean, I can't blame you. Look at how beautiful this generation is. It is absolutely wonderful. You never see this kind of generation anymore in the modern versions of the game, but it is extremely wonderful. Can already imagine what I want to do with this, and that is just one of the things that makes this version of the game so enthralling, so full of mystery and wonders. And I wanted to play this version because it reminds me a lot of my childhood. I would say that the main thing that really takes me back to this version of the game is not necessarily because I've played it before. I didn't grow up with PC Minecraft during beta 1.7.3. I joined during full release 1.7.4, which came out in, I believe, 2013. However, this version's very nostalgic to me because of the fact that I used to play a very similar version to this, being Minecraft Pocket Edition, and I used to play it when I was really young, I believe about 6 or 7 years old. 0.7.0 is when I first started playing, and it had all these like really dreamy landscapes like this, where the game felt like, this is a game, this is a very special game, and I feel like that the new Minecraft really lacks that kind of feeling, that this is a wondrous world, full of mystery and like almost like a serene kind of feel. I see people talking about that a lot, about how Minecraft in these older versions feels a lot like Super Mario 64 or Gary's Mod, or any of those like very liminal kinds of games that are sort of in that PS1, PS2 kind of era of video games. A lot of games, they try their best to like look as realistic as possible, or try to have realistic physics, but I think having wacky and silly physics really brings out the charm in video games, and I feel like that's an intentional design by the creators. So I would love to settle up there, but I don't want to. I really want to leave all this stuff for later, because it just looks so beautiful. I cannot even fathom how amazing these two mountains look together, and I can already think of a bunch of ideas I have for stuff like crossing in there and having like a bridge between this one and this one, and all sorts of like really interesting stuff, like having an underground, like almost like exposed base. I can really see something wonderful with this. I don't really have an idea for what to do for a house, but I'm gonna try to build a a good old classic Minecraft house, just for fun, you know. And as for other times I can play Minecraft, I believe that if I become, like, I wouldn't say bored, but like wanting a few new features, I can always add like the mango pack, better than adventure, or just the adventure update to Minecraft on this world, and I think that that would be really cool. Actually, I have an idea. I'll just build it up on there, on that mountain over there. But yeah, like I was saying, Minecraft really has this like dreamy kind of feel to it. It's something that you don't really think about until you kind of admire it, and I think that that's truly something that is amazing, and it's really, really just something special to me to have that kind of feeling. This world generation is just, I love it. I love the way it looks, you know. It's just something about it. It feels like a dream, you know. It feels like a dream that you would have when you were a kid. Just coming up, creating your own city, your own civilization. You know, I remember having worlds on Minecraft where I felt like I had this one world, right? I'll tell a story now. I had this one world where it was me and my brother, and it was on my Xbox 360, and it was back when most people used to play it. The Xbox One was out during this time, but my parents didn't want to buy it. So I had this Xbox, and I remember having a allow friends of friends setting, which basically allows your Xbox Live friends to invite their friends to the game, and that caused other people, my friends, to invite their friends, and then their friends to invite their friends, you know. And we eventually had a full party of about 8 to 9 people, and we built this like whole sky island, and I remember building it, and I remember it looking so beautiful, and it reminds me of this kind of terrain here where it looks fantastical, you know. And I think that kind of feeling is what truly makes it so wonderful. But the sad part about it, that whole story, is that my world ended up getting accidentally ended up deleting it, which is a really stupid decision of me to do. And rises here, so we're facing the east here. I'm just trying to make sure that we have a nice sunrise to look at while we yeah. But this world is beautiful. I really understand what the whole hype about seeds back when we were much younger. We weren't just younger, it was just truly a sight to see. Don't get me wrong, the new Minecraft generation is great. You know, it looks nice, it looks beautiful, right? But there's something about this. Minecraft has this sort of feeling with the world generation that it's changed so much over time that it really feels like, you know, if you kind of like comparing the modern versions, it's like if you go to your friend's house and they have a really nice house, it's really beautiful and everything, right? And you really, really like it. It looks wonderful, and there's just so much to love about the house because it has this and that and this and that and this and that, right? I know I'm just rambling at this point, but what I'm saying is that nothing beats home. You know, this feels like home to me, and I know that most people don't think that way, and that's why a lot of people don't really understand why people like this version of the game so much. Sometimes realistically, if you go back to your house, you're gonna realize that it wasn't as great as you remember when you were a kid. But it's just the fact that Minecraft is sort of like that, where there's so many little things that are in this game that basically just make it feel like you're at home, you know. And there's like little features that just aren't in the modern versions of the game that you just can't get anywhere else, and you just have to mod the game. And why do that in the first place? Why not just fully go back to where you started? thinking about kind of the shape of this building. That's the thing about Minecraft, is that you kind of keep thinking about, oh, how is something gonna look like, you know, and what's this gonna look like, what's that gonna look like. It's kind of overwhelming in a sense. And then we'll just connect this together, and there you go. We've got our first beginning of our little house foundation here. Just wanted to add a little bit of a hump here in the house build, the whole house design. So yeah, now it's done. Anyway, like I was going on about before, I don't know. I think it's really beautiful, this game. Oh shit. Creepers chasing me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Guys. We accidentally have come to an issue with that, but... Oh, it's raining. That's kind of rare in this version. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I just turned down the whole volume and everything. I feel like Minecraft sort of has this sort of... It's a really weird kind of aesthetic, but it's been kind of prevalent lately, and it's called Fruitiger Arrow, and I don't know if anyone's heard about that whole term, but if you're not familiar, Fruitiger Arrow is kind of hard to explain, but I'll try to explain it the most simple way. It's basically the aesthetic of the like early 2010s, late 2000s, where a lot of everything was sort of like new, and they're trying to make everything like really futuristic, you know. So I think that that's one thing that Minecraft sort of has this aesthetic with that I find with the older versions, is this really like Fruitiger Arrow kind of aesthetic, where it reminds you of this simpler time where you would look at like packages of soap and you'd see like all those like bubbles and everything. You know, it feels like the whole aesthetic, you know, I have like a really weird way of describing how I feel about it, but you know, if it had like a taste, I'd imagine it would taste like mineral water on a hot summer day. It's that weird kind of like good feeling that you get whenever you quench your thirst. I feel like that kind of highlights it, or like something like fizzy pink lemonade, which is a really weird drink to describe it as, but I think that it's kind of interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to fix this house here. Let's watch the sunrise, even though it is raining. Let's just try and look at the sunrise and enjoy what we have. It's unfortunate because this ledge here is going to be obstructing our view, but it's okay. But yeah, we're building the house. I haven't gotten much progress done of it, to be honest, but you know what? That's probably okay. I would extend this out more by a but I am only doing it by a 1 block hump here because of the fact that we are right at the edge. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll just make like an L shape. It would be nice, it'd be fitting, because of the fact that this L kind of shape is reminiscent of a lot of builds that my brother's old friend used to build, which was he built like this whole entire city, and me and my brother thought it was amazing. And to be honest, if we looked at it now, it probably wouldn't look that impressive, but when I was a kid, you know, your imagination runs wild, and looking at that building was like, it was almost like you were playing it, like it was a real like model, you know, like it was almost like it was like a real like video game model with great graphics and everything, you know. It was wonderful. I couldn't even, my tiny child brain could not even fathom how beautiful it must have looked with shaders. But you know, this was Minecraft PE, so there was no shaders. I don't think there still is shaders. To an extent, you have like texture packs and everything, but you know, apart from that, you know, there's not. I'm sorry, I'm in a fight right now with a spider, but to an extent, it's not actually like shaders. And on this version of the game, there is an optified version, so let me know if you guys want me to use shaders or anything like that, or recommend me using Optifine, anything like that, just let me know. I've realized that you get really lost in this world. Like, sometimes you kind of forget, like, what am I doing again? I know I'm kind of a broken record with how I feel about Minecraft beta 1.7.3 and just the older versions of Minecraft in general, but there's something to it that just makes you feel like you don't have to rush. You can just take your time with things. And you know, I think that's wonderful. We aren't doing very much this episode, and I know that we probably won't be able to finish the house by now. Actually, we probably won't even be close because I want to add pillars and everything. But it's the fact that, you know, you kind of have to take in that beauty. Oh shit, there's a spider. But yeah, I'd say like my biggest memory was of Stampy Longnose. I used to watch Stampy Longnose's videos when I was just a child, you know, and I think that it really helped influence my life. And I know it's really upsetting, but just recently Stampy quit his Minecraft series, so there's no more of that. It's quite sad to see the series go, but you know, it had a good run. It went on for a long time, and I completely understand why Stampy wanted to stop making videos, because, you know, sometimes like you get old, you know. When I was a kid, I was afraid of the idea that realizing that the YouTubers that I love will eventually get old, you know, and they'll stop making YouTube videos. I was really afraid of that idea. But I've come to realize now, being older, that I understand, you know, YouTube isn't something that really you can do for an extensive period of time, where you can do it for 15 years and not feel like, you know, like, am I doing the right thing? You know, sometimes people don't think that, and you know, I think that that's okay. To be honest, I think it's okay to feel like lost, like you don't really know what to do, and I think that makes up of what I'd say that makes up how people feel, and I think it's okay. Anyway, I just wanted to build a nice little house here, just something that would remind me of the old days, you know, of building houses. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy, no crazy house that's really well built. Just a nice starter house. So I have a lot of ideas for building here. I have an idea of building a bridge, a castle, a bunch of really interesting things. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, is that I kind of have ideas, and I hope to make this my permanent survival world. The reason why I wanted to make this world was because I kind of wanted to document my whole entire process with the game, just to see, like, you know, how is everything going, and how did we first start? How did I see him at the beginning of the series, and just a lot of reflective kind of stuff. And I feel like YouTube series help elevate that whole thing with being reflective on yourself. So that's exactly why I wanted to make this whole series, is just because of the fact that you can reflect on it. I just realized something. There is no reason for why I'm using birchwood. I just realized that I'm kind of an idiot. I think that simplicity is more. There's more to less. There's less. Basically, less is more. Was what I'm trying to say. Is that even if you feel like, you know, Minecraft is something of a game where you kind of have to have progression. It's kind of a game that we don't realize is a game of just doing what you want to do, you know, building what you want to build, because there's no rules to the game. Sure, nowadays it's not really like that, but for the most part, it is just a game of no rules. A few days have gone by so far. I honestly don't know how long this video has been going for, but I know that I'm gonna have to do a relative amount of cuts, but for the most part it's going to be low edited. Just because I want to capture that sort of old experience that a lot of old Minecraft YouTubers used to do. Because I think it's truly something to admire. I'm saying truly and repeating my words a lot today, I've noticed. I think it's mainly just because of the fact that I'm not really used to being on camera and talking like this. It's kind of new for me, so it must be something that I have to get over eventually. Although it does help having cuts in the videos to help with talking and having a consistent commentary, as I found that I tend to repeat myself a lot. If anyone's a fan of my channel or is looking forward to being a sort of fan of my channel, since I have barely uploaded, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm working on a project right now. It has been in progress since November, and it's been going pretty well. I last worked on it about 3 days ago, and I want to work on it today, although I have a bit of school to do first. But when I'm done that, I'm going to get to work on it. So just letting everyone know that I don't really know what to do with this whole entire world, but I'm gonna try my best to enjoy what I have. So if you guys like really laid back and chill gameplay like this, then feel free to subscribe or like the video. It means a lot to me. And yeah, it just helps me motivate to grow myself even further. Although really, likes don't mean the whole world to me, like a lot of people seem to have that belief. And you know, that's okay to have that sort of like thing, but I will say that it's not great to hold yourself only on that whole, like, wanting to get likes and that sort of thing, because I think that it kind of gets rid of the whole magic of the process of making YouTube videos. That YouTube videos are just like artists. It's sort of, we've fallen sort of into a dilemma where people make YouTube content now to make money, and I think that it's kind of questionable whether that's okay or not. Like, do what you gotta do, right? But I think that it's something that I will never do, to just like make YouTube content just for the sake of, you know, oh, to get money, you know, and to make money. Like, I respect people that I still respect people that do that only for the money, but it's something that it really isn't a big importance to me. And I think that some people, especially like Twitch streamers, some of them tend to be very greedy with the whole idea of money, that they expect people to make Twitch subs and everything, and subscribe on Twitch to them, and you know, that costs money. So I think that people, they have their reasons not to spend money on them, you know. So I think that that's kind of my philosophy on it, is that don't it's okay to do stuff for money, but don't be begging for money. Don't be getting upset at people because they won't give you money. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is really only meant for artists. It's not meant to promote, to make a business. You can treat it that way, but it's not truly like that. And no business goes like, oh yeah, give me $5 now, right? Like, I've seen this video of like this one person who really just isn't nice, and they're talking about how their whole fan base can't spend $5 on them, and it's really just not really toxic. And I just think that it's really just unethical than to do something like that. You know, maybe I want to go get a sheep over there. It's gonna be a bit of a hassle, but I do see a few sheep over there. If I just kind of I can hear one of them. Oh, there's one. Hopefully this one will just give me 3. Excuse me. Oh shit, they don't drop. Well, you have to kill them. Ah, crap. I'm used to the old versions of the older versions of the games where they would just drop wool if you punch them. But in this version, apparently you gotta kill them. Although the sun is starting to rise, it is a bit of a shame that we can't really see the sun fully, but we can try and do this. Try and look at the sun from this angle here. Just like a little bit lower here. Eventually we'll make a observation kind of thing. Or, you know, thin out the mountains, or like make the mountains shorter, just move to that island. With a nice bridge. There it is. There's the sun. Just see it peeking. That is actually really nice. Actually, I don't think I'll actually have to move then. Even though my hearts are shaking, this is nice. All we gotta do now is looking for some food. Oh, there are some pigs. Thank you. Thank you for your meat. There's a lot of these weird gravel, like, patches here. I don't know what those are, but it's cool, though, because you don't really see that generation anymore with gravel. It's not necessarily something that's cool, but I don't know. I mean, it's not necessarily something that is, like, beautiful, or like I was talking about before, like with this whole thing, but it's something that... Oh, hi. Are you friendly? I swear to God, sometimes spiders will just jump, and you won't expect it. You expect them to just, like, hurt you, but they don't hurt you because it's daytime. There we go. I'll take this as well. We'll just have to wait for this. Well, in the meantime, I'll just do what I can for this whole pattern. So it seems to be a lot of work, but it's okay, everybody. Eventually, it'll get done, and yeah. Also, let me know if you like this sort of cuts right now, or you find them too short, or they cut too long. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but oh crap, it wants to hurt me. See, you can never tell with spiders. I think it's because of the light zone, where they think that, like, there's less light, but therefore they think it's nighttime, but it's not actually nighttime. I don't think they have a variable set for nighttime. At least that's probably a really oversimplification of the Minecraft code for these older versions. Actually, I don't even know if they do in the modern versions. I'm not even sure. What's really, really awesome about this version is that... Hey, I'm jaded in the water. But what's really awesome about this version is that they really don't give a shit about what kind of wool you use for your bed. So, you can kind of take any sheep. If you can't find it, if you can't find all white sheep or all black sheep, whatever, right? You can just use any color of sheep. I didn't notice that there were these here, but now I know. I'm gonna craft this bed. I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna craft this bed, and then I'm probably gonna end the video there. Oh, would you look at that? There's sheep coming up here. Okay, we are finally back. Took a little longer than I expected. But if I craft this, I craft this. Here's a bed. I don't really know where to put it, but actually I think I'll make 2 beds here later on, but for now I'll just put it right here. All right. So, yeah, I think my tools are worn out, which I'll craft new ones in the next episode. But I just want to thank everybody for watching the video. I'm not gonna do anything, not really have an outro, but thank you. You know what? Actually, you know what's bothering me? This little thing here. Oh crap! I have to get this now. Oh no, it broke as well because I have to do all this because I have OCD, but I have to do this. There we go. I just couldn't stand the fact that there was a piece of an oak log just sitting there, you know. So I just had to destroy it. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. See you all later.